So the game is started.
We're live. All right. So welcome, sports DTM fans, with a live watch along. Peru versus Jamaica. The game started. 37 seconds gone, so it's early days yet. With Peru have the ball to kick off.
Yeah, so Jamaica kicking from left to right.
Yeah.
The Peruvian.
We are now
right
in position with the number 7. Who's that? It's like Lamar Walker.
Jamaica in their regular colors. Gold top, black shorts. Peru, chain strip. Looks to be gray and red, not the traditional white with the red strip.
The white, yeah. Red and white. White and red.
For persons who have
as you can see, people, the starting lineup. The starting lineup is running across the bottom of the screen, guys. The score is still 0-0 after 2 minutes.
Well done. We have already seen Peru with most of the possession in just 2 minutes. We have it's early days.
Yeah, early days. In fact, Kimo, what do you have as a prediction for this game?
Well, to be honest, for the prediction for me, I'm thinking of a draw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me a little light.
Yeah, I think that is a fair result because I don't know much about most of these players. Just a few. I know about the Damian Lowe and the Devon Williams because we have seen them from the Gold Cup. But some of these local players, I don't know much about them. So
okay.
For them to prove themselves.
So I'm expecting, hopefully Jordan Fletcher. After Whitmore left him out of the team in a few occasions.
I do analysis for that match here. When we done my about.
Yeah, people. So after 3 minutes, Jamaica 0, Peru 0. Jamaica in position, looking to attack. Ball rolls to the Peruvian goalkeeper. Paul Hall clapping, happy with what he's seen thus far. Still early days. We look to set up in a 4-2-3-1.
Eddie, what do you think it is?
So Speed Williams and Javon Watson as the two holding. Peru is in attack.
We seem to we have no shape, and you can obviously see that already. We're all over the place, which was expected.
So even though we don't know a lot of these, Kimo, you don't know a lot of these local-based players. My money is on probably Jordan Fletcher having some form of impact. He surely would have something to prove, not being in the side.
Yeah, I mean, I could judge him from his schoolboy days, but I haven't seen anything of him really, or been watching him in the Premier League or anything. So yeah, but we know what he did.
Ball is in taxi with overlap, looking in the middle.
Okay, here we go. We have having a bit of possession now. Wow.
Playing it around nicely. Keep in position well. Chance of Jamaica over the bar. shot coming in from the number 9, Jordan Fletcher.
Wow. But at least it taking chance. You know.
Yeah. At least.
Shot and goal.
A little bit of composure.
Yeah.
You just need a little bit of composure, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's something to work with. It's still early days. I don't think they're settled as yet in the game.
You don't find that Peru giving us a lot of respect?
No, not at all. They have something that they're also playing for as well, you know. They're also playing for a spot, right? I'm not sure how far they are in the qualifications in the CONMEBOL.
Mm-hmm. I think we can get something out of this game. A draw, of course. Yeah.
This not only will do a lot for the
local based
players, the local based players. It's good for everyone. It's good for the coach. You understand? It's good for some of the players because guys like Speedy was on a break, so it's good to actually get in a couple minutes before next week's game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For the USL players, I should say.
That's right. And even the MLS players too.
Yeah, because they're also on a break as well.
Right. But you can see the shape now.
Attack some good moves.
You can see the shape now, Kimo.
Yeah, as time go by, we'll get in the game.
Them set clean now, nicely.
We'll see that maybe around in the 25th minute. Players start to maybe soak in if it stays like this.
Yeah.
And one of the positives is
that goal can change a game. Man.
Using the local based players who pretty much conditioned for the league that just started. Then they are fresh.
Yeah.
So if their training and background work was good, you should see some of that on the pitch today.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it's good. It's even good for the interim coach.
Right.
He needs to see what he's working with and what can be done and what is expected, how much work the team needs, regardless of us not having most of the starting players or the squad that we are using for the World Cup qualifiers. But it's good to know at least we can have someone to pick from because, with this COVID thing, who to tell we could have some cases. Here we find Damian Lowe. Is that Damian Lowe or that's Taxi Lawrence?
That look like Taxi Lawrence. No, Brown. Right. It's almost like Peru is trying to feel us out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they enter this game a little bit tentative in a sense, like.
Oh. I mean, we're lacking composure when we do get the ball.
Right. But
we
as I said earlier
on, a couple passes together, get the feel of it. I think that's what we need to do. Because they're passing the ball around freely, as if it's,
Right. And when
it's not that hard. As I said, it's just composure. It's down to composure right now.
Yeah.
You understand? Good.
So the fitness
decision making and the decision making as well.
Right.
Decision making. That's here we see a while ago. That's what Beckford, the number 18, had the ball on the counter and too many touches.
Mm-hmm. And the ball is getting away from
to keep up possession. 1, 2, 3 touches and maybe you just pass the ball.
Yeah. push the ball out wide to Brown.
Haka with a big belly in front of him.
Oh boy. Aka supposed to say, whilst me, Aka need a Balotelli shirt.
Whilst him, I mean,
Yeah.
I just think that Aka is in his last days with the national team, with this new coach, but you have to give him time, right? You can't just get rid of him like that in a jiffy. Yeah.
Yeah, some little composure now.
Yeah, we're starting to see that. Come for the ball, man.
Spreading the ball across at the back. It's now with Taxi.
Put in a couple passes, and that can change the whole complexion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though Peru is
looking for Jardine.
Okay.
Good try.
That was a good attempt.
Yeah.
We can overcook that a little bit.
Who was that? Peter Lee Vassell?
Yeah. Who's trying to get on the end of the ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Be with those fans who are trying to get to know these players. It's not only all want to get to know the players, but we are doing the same.
Yeah, we need to. But first of all, I wasn't even paying much attention to the Premier League until I saw someone with a lot of talent and potential that I know of. And then I said to myself, I need to start watching a few of these games.
You need to call name, man. You need to call name. You need to call name. Which player that was?
Oh, he scored against what? It was Tivoli from Portmore. His name is Shai Smith.
Oh, okay.
Shea Smith.
Shea Smith. Yeah, I think I heard of that name.
Yeah, he won the league with Portmore when he was in high school playing. He was scoring a lot of goals in his high school days for Holy Trinity. He went to the semi-final a couple of times and went down through the hands of JC twice.
All right, a nice forward pass there.
Was that Lamar Walker looking in the middle? No.
So the overlap of what up, Bo? This look like a chance.
Good try. That one, unfortunately, did not.
On the feed behind my feed.
But at least we see signs, you know. See little potential.
Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing some potential. Trying to see. It didn't seem like the mother.
Just maybe.
Tackled there by Damon Lowe.
Whoa.
Damon Lowe working hard as usual.
This is also an important game for him.
Oh, Damon Lowe.
Yes. I mean, in football, in any form of sport you're playing or anything that you're doing, there's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
And I think he needs to have more composure and he should try to be more level-headed. He approaches the ball and the game in one manner at all times. Aggressive.
Yeah.
No matter the situation. I was at the National Stadium when we played against the USA. That was what? November, right?
Yeah, November.
He was
Jamaica winning a free kick.
Liam Moore played. He plays with a lot of composure and he's calm. You know, situation dictates when you should get rough and when you're gonna need that kind of tackle. Selective, you know. And I think if he can have that about him with his game, he's gonna be even a better player than he is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all know the potential of Damian Lowe. How many from the first Gold Cup that I actually saw him? He's there stringing the leather.
Yeah, versatile player.
Starting
Jamaica
to show
winning another free kick, this time on the left hand side. Lamar Walker doing some good work. Second free kick he's earned.
He's one of the senior players right now in the team. So he should be, you can see that he has that extra confidence knowing that, because he got the nod against US.
Yeah, unexpectedly.
Yeah.
So we are Peter Lee versus standing over the free kick. Damon Lowe is up for the free kick. We have Jordan Fletcher in the middle. All the big guns. Aka is up there as well.
We're seeing something that we weren't seeing. I've already seen stuff with the coach that we weren't seeing with Tapper. He's looking active on the sidelines, shouting.
Too long.
Wow, that man. Maybe if we had taller persons, Ethan Pinnock in that position, maybe we could get something.
Or a Shamar Nicholson.
Yeah.
A Bowser in that position.
Well, Bowser, what do you think about the absence of Bowser? Will that hurt us? You think that will hurt?
Yeah. Because you see, it's almost like we don't have a center forward, a go-to kind of forward.
Fair enough. Because he scored the first 2 goals of our campaign, right?
Yeah.
And we can't undermine that. Yes, regardless, he has a lot more to learn and a lot more things to improve on with his game. Hopefully, this move to Moscow, Spartak, right?
Yeah.
Will change a lot about his game, because you know the weather condition in Russia. You understand? I hope a lot more improvement is there. It's gonna be a more aggressive, you understand, league than the Belgian league.
Yep. And the fans.
Yeah, mental and that mental thing again with the fans and the whole racism thing. So it's that balance. It's now that balance. You have to be really focused now. And making the ball talk, scoring some goals, putting in some good shift. You realize Anthony maybe not be scoring as much goal as he started the season earlier, but guess what? He's still putting in good performances.
Yeah.
The other side is coming up with maybe an assist. You understand? Putting key performances that actually lead to goal. Key passes. You see a lot of key passes from Antonio in the games in the league. Wow.
Oh, a shot there. A shot there by Peru. Well saved by Amal Knight.
Amal Knight would have a lot to prove as well, because I spoke to Amal.
Good to see Amal Knight. Good to see Amal Knight.
Early last year. He's coming off a long injury. At one point, he was with a club. So this is a good game for him, knowing that he's started this game. Wow, good ball. That's a good ball.
On the attack. Out wide. Javier Brown in the box. Shot coming in. Good save from the Peruvian goalkeeper. Pushing it to his left.
Wow, that's a good. Who's that?
Yeah, man.
That was between Beckford.
That could have been 1-0, guys.
Yeah, that could have been 1-0.
That's a good header, you know. That's a good header. A good save from the keeper. So all-round football. All-round football.
Yeah.
And it's a good transition for a counter-attack.
Because that ball that was played through by, I'm not sure who was that person.
Ref.
Well measured and well read as well.
And this is what you get when you have youngsters and persons who much sharp in a sense, you know? This is what you get.
You get that kind of pedigree from them, wanting to prove themselves.
It was a good ball in the box from Javier Brown. Good delivery from the right back.
We actually have good young players, you know. We have a lot of good crop of young players. It's how well we actually manage these players and the kind of agents that they have who's going to market them so that they can progress to not just the USL, but in Europe. You understand?
Yeah.
Because we don't want you. Some of the time, these persons don't move on from the USL. You know? After a while, they go to the USL. They stuck in the USL from one USL club to the other. It's not one season or 2 seasons in the USL, and from there maybe at 1 or 2 seasons in the MLS, and they find themselves in Europe. They have better agents in the US. When you look at the US now, the US national team, at one point in maybe 5, 6, 10 years ago, you would find the majority of the US players, they're playing in the USL or they're playing in the MLS. No, it's the best of it, because you're finding a lot of them playing in the Champions League, a lot of them playing in Europe in the Europa League. You understand? And that is why they are at where they are now. Not saying they weren't, you know, at that level, but they're only getting better and better. So in order for us to actually compete or try to win, are gonna win the Gold Cup, and recently included the Nations League, we need to have our players playing in the top flight, playing top flight football.
Yeah. You
understand? That we can set the foundation for the young players to come. You understand?
Or improve our local league.
Yeah, or improve our local league, but improving our local league is gonna take a lot.
A lot of work, yeah.
Because when you look, every other country has a football culture. You understand? I mean, this is what should have happened in Jamaica. Most of the private sector should be in charge of at least or own one of these clubs. You understand? So say that Digital is supposed to own Harborview or have shares in Harborview. So, and Flow would have shares in Arnett Gardens. And you know, the big companies in Jamaica should be responsible for these clubs. That's it. That's another way where these
we have a corner coming in for Peru. Corner coming in for Peru.
Yeah, and you know, go already with Jamaica.
Let's see how well we can defend this set piece.
And his defending
set
piece
comfortable by a hacker.
Yeah.
Still danger. Peru looking to put one in. Low cross coming in, block. Clearance from looks to be Damon Low.
Whoa. And it's been a while. We
looking dangerous.
We haven't seen
Jamaica on the counter now.
When we see Jamaica score from a set play or a set piece. Yes, from even the goal.
It's been a while.
Who's that?
Well, we scored in the US game, but that goal was ruled out.
Yeah, that one was
low header. That would have been from a corner kick.
If we had VAR, maybe it would have changed the whole complexion of the table and everything.
Yeah. Goal kick to Peru.
You guys think it's late for a change in decision with fans at the National Stadium?
Oh, what was that?
That's a big can of worms. because we're looking at Peru. We're looking at Peru here with they have a high death rate as a result of the virus, and they have 15,000 fans in the stadium.
Yeah.
In Lima. So and it's very difficult for us to get not even 1,000 vaccinated fans. And it just seemed like as if we were going backwards. We got 5,000 for the US game, big improvement, and now we're down to 0 again. So one step forward and like five steps backwards.
So Jamaica stringing together some passes.
It's that though. It's like the Prime Minister is not even giving a listeners and looking to how important these games are for us. We have the ball in our court, and we don't even know that. 4 home games. And it's for us to have a good window this time around. You understand? If we can actually pick up 7 points from this window or 9 points, that would be good for us. Where in March we would have El Salvador, Canada, and Honduras.
Yeah.
We're not underestimating anyone.
We're not getting the support that we needed.
That would be one of our most easiest windows. The final would be one of the most easiest windows. If we can capitalize on this window. Because by then, guys would actually drop their heads and give up. I think if we can have to pick up 7 to 9 points this window around, by then guys like Honduras and El Salvador would maybe give up. You understand? Canada will already be qualified. Maybe they would be fielding some young talents. So
that's true.
It's in our court. So I don't know. I really don't. I would love if we can capitalize on 3 points at home against both Mexico and Costa Rica. Because even though Mikel Antonio isn't scoring, just hopefully this final Premier League weekend, he doesn't pick up any nickel or anything. You understand? I believe he will score again because he would be coming back with a lot of confidence, knowing that he scored 2 goals in the last window. He would be comfortable this time around. Yeah, he would be comfortable this time around, and he would be, more comfortable actually with the players, with their recent performance, and with the coach now. I just think that things would be better because we can actually see a bit of impact maybe the coach has on the game right now, and even the players. Other than Haka being in the starting 11, I don't have a problem with the 11 right now. Because this is like a trial game.
So in case you guys miss it, it's still 0-0. Pretty much 30 minutes gone in the game. Hopefully we can finish up first half without conceding any goals. So far, so good. Jamaica had an opportunity to score. Hamal made an excellent save, stopping Peru from going ahead. But one of our best chances was the header by, I'm not sure of the player, but it was a brilliant header to the left of the goalkeeper who went down good to keep it out. So all in all, Jamaica playing positively. For the most part, they don't have a lot of possession of the ball, though. Chasing the game some of the times, but still look competent and at least look like they can hold out to finish the first half. At least. So you say outside of Haka, everybody else all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We could actually find another younger player to play that position, but you know, it is what it is. I can't anything, right?
Yeah. And what is also positive is Knight, Amal Knight with handling the ball. His feet is not too bad. I almost made a slight mistake a while ago, but outside of that, he's able to pass around the ball excellently around the back and
I mean, as I said, you know, it's all boiled down to decision making, and I like the way you. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. See, so that is one other. That's one of the example of decision making that wayward pass by Fletcher.
Because we all know what Fletcher can do.
Right.
He's strong on the ball, and he has this habit of driving forward, and I like that about him, getting the ball, picking it up, and getting forward, and that's what we want to see.
Yeah, he's really strong on the ball, no doubt. Slightly remind me like Javon East. Opportunity here for Peru. Yeah, rebuff that attack, Jamaica.
One of the things that I also like as well in this game, we know we're playing in their backyard, and whenever the ball is fumbled in the box, we're not taking any prisoners. We seem to be getting it out of the danger area as quickly as possible. That's not a bad thing. No. Come on, man. Amen.
Damian Lowe with a foul. So Peru have a set piece outside of the D, right on the edge of the D, 18-yard box. Would you say this is a threatening position? We see Paul Hall giving some instruction to Jordan Fletcher.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will help him.
Fletcher, I think if these players were playing together, they now and then you could see, I think you'd see a style of player and a more more ambition from them. I mean, because most of these teams have two teams, right, that they use. They always have a B team. The English team, they always have their B team, which is different from their under-23s. They always have a B team.
So the wall did its work, people. The wall did its work. The set piece, the shot taken on goal, crashes into the wall and results into another set piece was a corner kick. Let's see how well Jamaica defends on a corner kick. Post Whitmore, I keep saying this. Another good clearance. Low again, getting the first to the head without the ball, but it's still in the danger area. Cleared finally. So yeah, Jamaica is losing their shape a bit. Peru is on the ascendance. Cross comes in. Well Marshall. Yeah. That was kind of well Marshall in a sense. Made it kind of difficult. Peru. So fans, 35 minutes gone in the game, still 0-0. Let me give some updates on the stats. So Peru has one shot on goal, which is also on target. Jamaica 3 shots, one on target. That's the one that the goalkeeper went down to his left, I think, and made an excellent save. That we wish that one crept in. Possession, Peru 67% of the ball. Kind of expected that. Jamaica seem to be playing some sort of counter attack with these youngsters and stuff like that. So 67% possession Peru, Jamaica 33%. Peru stringing together most of the passes, 274 to Jamaica 137. Passing accuracy 85%. Peru and Jamaica 77%. Peru have lion's share of the fouls with 8 and Jamaica 4. Also, Peru have the lion's share of corner, 2 corners, and Jamaica has yet to get a corner kick. So we just want Jamaica to hold on to the scoreline at least, not conceding a goal before halftime. Let's hope. That's always positive to play 45 minutes and not concede.
Did you do any research about this Peru team before the game?
Did you?
No, I didn't. Because I know they played a friendly against Panama over the weekend. So I wanted to know if this was the same team. That's what I wanted to know, if this was the same team. They did want to keep that one.
It would have been in the best interest to have as much as possible. Well, it depends, because I guess you want to rotate to see who and who has improved and stuff like that, who would be better suited. Because I don't think even if Jamaica had another friendly, you wouldn't necessarily see the same crop of players, as Paula will be probably tweaking the team a bit too.
Yeah, maybe you would have given some other players.
Yeah, because this is friendlies are a chance for coaches to get a look at, their some of other players within the squad.
Well, for me,
a big change up in second half if the scoreline remains the same. Peru might do a big change.
Well, I think Paula, I would let Paula be responsible for the Jamaican youth team. Then afterwards, we could have maybe John Barnes being responsible for the presidency. What do you think about that?
Meaning responsible for the senior team?
No. Run for president for the national team.
JFF?
Yeah. What do you think about that? Someone
You're the first person to hear say that. And I'm not sure if him even interested in being the JFF president. He probably more interested in being a coach.
Well, even if it's so, I'll accept that as well. But I think these guys are dinosaurs and back of time with a lot of things. So I mean, someone who is used to a certain advance, circle.
You don't think you'd be more useful coaching? As opposed to working the administrative side of things?
Well, yeah, I think he would, because he already had the position. Yeah. He already had the position, and I think maybe he would have a lot to prove. You understand? Yeah. He has a lot more maybe to bring to the team, but it came to me the other day, and I never get to speak to anybody about it, You're the first person I'm actually saying it to.
Well, his first channel is on DTM saying, I've not seen anybody responding in the comment section what they think about something like that. Because everybody's still engulfed in the game. Well, people in the comment section, what do you think? What do you think the results would be for this game? Lamar Walker held the ball on a little too long there. That was an opportunity. Yeah, there's them. We're gonna try to that. I'll try to that.
And it's good to see Jordan. He's tracking back, Tracking back, putting pressure on the wingers. Wow. Seems as if this first half will end
Yeah,
goalless.
it's fizzling out. It's fizzling out or not. I mean, there's the game. There's nothing in it right now, really.
I mean, us being 4 games unbeaten, it's actually good, It's not something that we're never we don't get up every day and see Jamaica in a position like that, especially in World Cup qualifiers. 4 games unbeaten, even though we have had a lot of wins in that, but mostly draws. Something that we can actually build on from here. And I don't think it should get any worse from here, whether we qualify for the World Cup or not. Because we had Tapa and we were 4 games unbeaten. And we all know it wasn't due to Tapa's strategy or tactics. It was down to the players. And I'm not saying this from a biased perspective. And I'm sure there's a lot more people out there that will agree with what I'm saying, and a few won't. But what you think?
In terms of
Being 4 games unbeaten, thinking
yes,
it can get better from here with a better tactician at the helm.
he must hit the ground running, and he was alongside Tapa when things weren't
Yeah,
accumulating.
but for me, I don't think that he was giving much of that, an input.
But he's supposed to at least know some of the players.
Oh, good, good, good. Come on, Haka.
Missed pace pass by Jamaica.
Was
Hopefully.
done by Aka.
Oh boy. So pedestrian pace there now by Peru. Peru have the ball in their half, pretty much almost at their 18-yard, trying to play up from the back. Jamaica seem to play a medium press, so they're not pressing Peru to get the ball from them. Peru still in their half, knocking it around. Doesn't seem like they want to go forward, or they're waiting for a run to pretty much spring, and there it goes. Trying to open up the wing. Well played, rebuff by the Jamaicans defense. So now they're actually in Jamaican half, stringing it around. I'm seeing where Jamaica is being a little bit disciplined. A lot of persons behind the ball though. I'm not seeing any outlet. Yeah, even though there are Peruvian defenders in their half, they're pretty much not playing on the last man, so to speak.
For me, I actually think Peru is actually playing this game like a friendly.
And we are doing the same. I'm not seen as, so if Peru should change gears, do you think we will be able to respond?
Trouble.
I don't. Maybe. As I said, I don't know. I do not know much about this team.
Right.
And I didn't do any research, but they should. I mean, Peru is a good team because they're playing in South America.
1 minute of stoppage time.
Brazil, Uruguay, Colombia, Ecuador, Paraguay. So yeah.
You leave out Argentina.
They must have another gear, even though I know that this is not there.
Coming in. Good clearance.
I can't necessarily say we're defending the crosses better. Wouldn't you say, guys?
I like the aggression. I like the aggression also.
Yeah. So this is where I'm talking about the fitness.
Beckford is. I like the drive from Beckford. Yeah.
Oh, I look like a nutmeg. Chance. Oh no, I did too much on the ball.
Yeah, we're doing too. As I said, decision making
that we're talking about. But I see some positive. You see what we're talking about fitness level and stuff. You see him just take on the Peruvian.
But you know why I think we're actually seeing something going forward from these young players. These are young players that are playing with each other from they were young. Guys like Vassell and Beckford and Lamar Walker and also Fletcher and Javian, bro. These guys are guys that were playing at the under 15 and the under 17 and the under 20 level.
So halftime people. Jamaica.
So they would know each other well.
Peru nil. So Jamaica was able to keep a clean sheet for at least one half. So far so good. So we have a strong opportunity of coming out of this game with at least a point. So halftime people, let me give you a rundown on the stats. So Peru, 5 shots on goal. Well, 5 shots, 3 on goal. Jamaica, 3 shots, 1 on goal. Peru has the lion's share of the ball possession, 66%. Jamaica in only 34%. Passes, once again, Peru ahead of us with 360 passes, while Jamaica with just 188. Passing accuracy, Peru with 85%. Jamaica with 79%. Peru with 9 fouls. And those fouls were, pretty much what, Lamar Walker pulled a lot of them, Javian Brown, a couple of them too. So Peru had 9 fouls and Jamaica was just only 5. Corner kicks, Peru had 2 corner kicks while Jamaica had none. So far so good. One of the first games Paula is in charging. So far so good. We should be able to come out with at least a point. It's just the first half. We're just hoping that somebody was saying that Peru was playing this game as a friendly. Hoping that it continues that way and that Peru that shift through the gears. Hopefully, if they do decide to shift through the gears and go for a victory, Jamaica is able to match them. Given that what they have done with Panama, the drew 1-1, hopefully if they're able to score, Jamaica will be able to respond. One threatening chance by Jamaica, the keeper to make a low block in a sense, and that showed that we have some threat. Let's see if we're able to hold out and get it together. But one thing I've noticed is that we have a lot of local based players in the team. At some parts they look a little disorganized. They don't hold the shape, and then at some parts they look very competent. One of the biggest positives I'm seeing is the ability to defend the crosses. So whenever the set piece, there's the corners, I'm seeing where Jamaica is able to actually clear their lines. Also, whenever Peru will go on an attack on the wings and put cross, they're always met with the head of probably Low and other players. So the players are not just standing in the box; they're actually looking for where their opponents are and pretty much stay with them and mark them. So those are some of the good things. Paula, talk way more than Whitmore, clearly. That's how we pulled over Fletcher, giving him some instruction. Fletcher is a strong player on the ball, reminds me of Javon East. I see where he just needs a little bit more work around his composure, but that should come with a little bit more games, especially games, because there's not a lot of games yet, even in the Premier League. The season just starts, so a little bit more competitive games, whether in the Premier League or even representing Jamaica. So positive, and the greatest positive is the fact that it's nil.
He went abroad to get a contract. I don't know if he got that contract.
As Fletcher?
He went on a trial.
Right. So I noticed something different with him. You know, I noticed something different with him. Looked like him ready to take football way serious, and we're hoping for all the best where that's concerned. Yeah.
So we're doing positives now.
Yeah. No, we can. Yeah, people in the comment section who are watching the game, give us some positive that you see. How the boys are playing, especially note that they're local based players. And Peru pretty much a shift through the gears here. But you're seeing some positive. And don't forget some of the attacking. You can see the level of fitness from our youngsters who are able to take on some of those Peruvian defenders and pretty much run past them. But in the final third, some of the decision making is a bit off. But people in the comment section, give us some feedback on the positive you have been noticing in the game. You know, how we are playing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And how, you know, the first match that Paul Hall is in charge of, you know, how is he looking?
I don't know if you spoke on this, but the positives that I'm seeing is that I like how we're transitioning, you know, going through the phases from defense to midfield and to attack. We're doing that much quicker. When the few times that we have a opportunity to break, we're doing that very fast and you know, lively. You know, not overthinking things. It's like, you know, like we have a plan. You know, bam, 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 bam. You know, as I said earlier, the decision making at the top is kind of lacking.
Right.
You know, that's where we can work on. But to get the ball up top, we're not really having a lot of, you know, difficulties in doing that. We're not seeing any long balls. I haven't seen any long balls. I've seen a few diagonal crosses, successful crosses to that, but no long, you know, hopeful balls. I'm not seeing a lot of that, which is good. We are playing ball to feet, and you know, we kind of look impressive when we do break. You know, as I said, when we do break, we haven't done that a lot, but it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah. So risk official says impress. Also it says just want when we get close to the 18 we shoot. Yeah, we have done some of that, so and again, that's earlier.
But I was angry at Lamar Walker, and he got a chance to shoot on his left foot and delayed.
I remember one. Yeah. Turned back out, an opportunity went. Gene Small, he's not doing too bad at all. He's one of them for the attacking third there. He's one of the most capped player there up there. So we're expecting to actually show that. Gene Small. So far, Paul not doing so bad, especially with the players at his disposal, local base and all. So so far it's a thumbs up. It's always good to finish the first half 0-0. So those are some major positive. So how you guys feel in terms of what a negative that you see Jamaica could do more of if they expect to get a point or pretty much win this game? What do you think Jamaica should do better? What kind of strategy? Is there any player that you think could come on and change the game? Some persons might think that of course, kick from the 18, but some persons might think that given that we have little possession of the ball and we're playing almost a counter attack, if we're able to keep possession a little bit more, in the midfield especially, that might help in terms of that might help us launch a better attack as opposed to from pretty much within our half. We're able to knock it around and get it close to the midfield and push out.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, at least we can see something. What we wanted from this game is to see some form of direction, you know, tactics, and you know, way about. And we're seeing this so far, you know, after 45 minutes. You know, not a lot, but we're seeing a difference, and that's what the fans wanted to see, and that's what Coach Paul Hall promised.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're seeing it, and we're seeing a lot of players that are not afraid. Players want to impress, and that's good. And the major thing, though, I'm not seeing where the altitude is affecting any of the players.
No.
After 45 minutes, players don't look tired. Javan Watson still running up and down.
Yeah, still putting pressure on the Peruvian. I think the Peru was kind of shocked at probably the pace and the strength of some of our Jamaican players.
Yeah, we're pretty much playing a high line. We're playing a high line. So.
Yeah, Anthony Lindo, I agree. We just do the basic, make the ball do the work naturally. But even when we're doing that, better decision when we have the ball at our feet, whether from a passing perspective and also taking our opportunity. T got Knight. The score is
another T got. Is that T got DTM also? It's still nil, sir.
Yeah, it's still nil.
Risk want to say busy.
Busy Atkinson need.
Are you surprised that he didn't get a start, Ray?
I am. I'm surprised, But maybe as the game progress, he's probably looking to say, all right, when they are tired, and we'll probably bring on Busy Atkinson for run at them some more. Also, I was kind of surprised that Topi didn't get a start, but
coming off the excellent game he had in the Premier League.
Yeah, because you see,
scoring.
If Topi is able to get a start, some of these, whenever we get some set piece, we can expect him to be in the box. He's another one of those players that put a lot of pressure on defenders where a set piece is concerned.
Yeah, he's definitely a goal scoring centre back.
Yeah,
6'5", a big presence in the box.
Yeah, so he opted for Damien. But would it be possible to pair Topi and Damian Lowe though?
We could.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, but young Richard King has been playing well as well. Though in the second half, we were able to look at Topi. But I like how King is playing in the first half.
Yeah, he's playing really well. He's playing really well.
So people in the comments, let us know some of your standouts for the first half. Who were you most impressed with? I was impressed with Peter Lee, Vassell, and King. I think they were excellent in the first half.
You can't leave out Lamar Walker too.
Peter miss. He's lively. You're seeing him in the game, but as usual for me, his end product not always the best.
Yeah. Gene Small, we agree. The youngsters mean business. You see, they prepare and plan to run at them full big time. And put a lot of pressure on Peru. So those are some positive things.
Yeah, and at this stage, I don't think they have a chance.
No.
It's a free hit for them to go out there, and no pressure, to go out there and perform and try to impress the coach.
Yeah, there's nothing in it. Would you say, Chemo said it, but would you guys agree with Chemo that Peru is pretty much playing like a friendly, and it's not so much? Well, this is me probably putting my piece in it, but it's not so much we're playing good, but Peru has not yet shifted out of whichever gear.
First gear. Maybe a bit,
Huh?
Maybe considering they played a couple of games prior to this game, and they have their big World Cup qualification, games coming up shortly. So I don't think they want to extend themselves too much.
Right.
Maybe they want to pick up any unnecessary injuries, and they might have a few players as well that want to prove themselves and try to get into the first team as well. So all in all, I think that may be the reason that they don't want to overextend themselves, considering they have big games coming up as well.
Yeah. Yeah. But if the coach make a lot of substitution, them actually look to change the game though.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll look to
yeah.
see the substitution patterns from the different coaches to see if they actually want to go for the game or they just want to give players a run out.
Yeah. Dale, good night, Dale Murray. The score is 0-0. The score is 0-0. For those who are joining us, just joining us, the score is 0-0.
It's still 0-0.
Yeah.
We should have the start of the second half shortly.
Yeah.
Some of the players are warming up. Some of the players are coming onto the field. We're now seeing a shot of the fans scattered across. There's no really a section where you say all of the fans are congregated. They will, when you talk about social distance, Peru is doing that right now. We're seeing a lot of gaps in 1,500 fans and well spaced out in the stadium. So the Jamaicans entering the field, Damon Lowe, Javon Watson, Richard King, Javier, and everybody coming out now.
You guys didn't notice Damian Lowe that appears to be left quad heavily strapped.
Yeah, there's something to watch in the second half.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Gene. We appreciate it. We want to always strive to get good commentary and good quality content out. So like, share, and subscribe. Especially if you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button.
So my records is saying that nobody made any substitution. So should we expect more of the same or the halftime talk?
Maybe. How many substitutions you have in this game? Is it unlimited or 5, 6?
I don't know if it's unlimited, but typically they would have 5.
Okay. So the Jamaicans in a huddle. I look at prayer before the second half starts. I want to big up everybody in the stream. About 60 persons watching. Please hit the like button. You're here watching, that means you like the content, so please hit the like button. This is sports down the middle.
So Jamaica is playing a 4-3-3 formation, guys. Lawrence, you guys all know where Lawrence play. King, Lowe, and Brown. All of those are defenders at the back. Vassell, Speedy Williams, and Watson in the midfield. Lamar Walker, Fletcher, and Beckford up top. 4-3-3.
Get a nice little run, yes, sir.
So the only problem I'm seeing is but the strategy, as risk officials say, they don't have much ball handler. We know Devon Williams can handle the ball in a sense, but what comes natural to him, I've noticed when playing under Whitmore, is his defensive capabilities. But that might actually go out the door now with our Paul might see something better in him and almost giving him a little bit more opportunity to handle the ball and distribute. But so far in this game, I'm not seeing
a bit more freedom.
Right. So far in this game, I have not seen it. The game is back
Peru
on.
Attack.
Yeah.
Same in the box. Defender looking for good work there.
Opportunity.
By King once again. King once again stripping the attacker. Good play. So once again, King a very dominant performance thus far. Winning a lot of balls, getting a lot of interceptions.
Yeah, that is playing extremely competent. Extremely. Yeah. And the referee so far is not letting the game go at all. Yeah, he's really on top of the game. So all in all, the game is being played at really good spirit. Yeah, it's playing as a friendly, no doubt.
Free kick one there from the number 17 from Peru.
If this wasn't a friendly, that would have been a yellow card.
Yeah. We've seen the referee being very lenient in this one. I don't think I've seen a card, have we?
No.
No cards thus far.
No
to
cards.
Either team. Free kick chipped in the box. Headed on, shot coming in, and it's a goal for Peru.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Number 24. First to the second ball. Yeah. And he beats Aman Knight to his right-hand side. So Peru 1, Jamaica 0.
But I'm in
this 48 minutes
position right there. I'm almost diving back into the goal to try and stop that.
Or kind of dive over the ball a little bit.
Yeah, it almost looked like he could actually save it, but boy. So guys, sorry, Jamaica has actually conceded 48.
So Jamaica was not quick enough to the second ball there.
Yeah.
And another free header. 2 headers, 1 actually. So the host leads Jamaica 1-0. The first goal conceded in the Paul Hall era.
So we're hoping that Jamaica can respond now. The same way Panama got a draw by scoring. Let's see what can happen now. Yeah, so goal would probably change the game. Would change the pace of the game, definitely.
And I would say that goal came, from nothing pretty much.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere.
The free kick wasn't the most dangerous. It was a long way out. We just failed to win the headers. We got 2 chances, 2 bites at the cherry, and we failed to get a header on the ball. And when you don't win the second balls in the boxes, it's normally dangerous.
Yeah. So Jamaica has to respond. They're putting together some pass in the Peruvian half. Broken up there by Peru. Peru with the ball now, knocking it around. And Jamaica seemed to, with a little bit more urgency, having the high press now. I'm hoping that they don't with that high press, leave a lot of space for the counter attack.
Yeah. We might get Peru coming out a little bit more, after going 1-0 up.
Yeah. Or it's because we now playing a high press now, forcing them to actually move the ball around quicker. But Peru so far so good, playing competent and composed on the ball. And of course, Haka
giving up a foul.
Yep. Patrick Cunningham, no, never leave, Never leave. He's still there.
No, man, he's still there. Many will say, unfortunately. Yeah, but we need to. We haven't started the second half, good lads. I remember, Ray, we spoke about Peru getting into second and third gear. We've seen that, in the second half. They're running much, much harder and, playing a little bit quicker, playing the ball quicker on the ground. The movement has improved as well. So Jamaica look to build from the back. played in the middle to Javon Watson. He looks out wide to Javier Brown. Damon Lowe, Richard King. King plays it looking in the middle. Back to Watson. Out wide to Javon. Can we get a good cross again from Javier Brown? Ball in the box. No, go all the way to Taxi, the left hand side. Good win from Lamar.
Yeah,
the ball rose to the Peru goalkeeper. Yeah. We didn't get a good cross like the one we got in the first half from Jamaica.
Yeah, it was a poor cross. But even if he had a good cross, we didn't have much players into the box.
In the box. Yeah.
So one of the problems I've seen, 52 minutes gone in the game and where Jamaica is down 1-0 Peru, is that we're not seeing much from the midfielders from when attacking. So we're not seeing Speedy. Well, Javon Watson is actually in our midfield. We're not seeing him. And the ball is not being played through. Well, Vassal has
it's a
not.
Poor tackle from Haka. Poor tackle there. He could pick up a yellow card after this. The ref could go back and give him a yellow card. Poor tackle in the middle of the park.
And leave Jamaica.
Peru wins a corner of Damon Lowe. Good tackle. But Haka was fortunate to escape a yellow card there.
Yeah, this ref definitely playing like it's like
in the build-up.
Yeah.
It's a corner from the left-hand side. Jamaica has a lot of players in the box to defend this. Ball coming header one by Peru. Just wide. Lamar Walker will do his best to prevent the cross from coming in. Oh, Salad. Oh. Good play from Peru there. Nice Salad there.
But excellent recovery.
Yeah.
Excellent recovery by Javon Brown. But
I think that was Javier Brown. I got the nutmeg.
Yeah.
Right on the goal line. But good recovery, as I said.
Haka was actually booked, people, and rightfully so.
Poor pass, we lose the ball. Shot coming in over the bar. Amal Knight should be happy with that. But Peter Lee Vassal coming in deep and losing the ball.
Yeah, he's not getting much touch on the ball since the second half, and so that forced him to come deep. I mean, the goal was really out of nothing, and you could just see that Amal Knight almost felt like the defenders had it covered.
Yeah. It wasn't really a hard header, so to speak. It kind of looped.
And his positioning kind of off too for that, but
yeah, maybe he wasn't expecting that. It was a bit off his line. So ball is it Speedy. To Walker.
Speedy get some touch.
Yeah. Poor pass by Lamar. Peru on the attack again. We have a 2-4 situation. Cleared. So Patrick is asking, can Haka be fully dropped from the squad after this game? Yes, that's possible. That's possible. As you know, this is a friendly, and Paul Hall has the right to select who he wants for the Mexico game, for that window. And this is an opportunity for players to prove themselves, and I believe if Haka fails to do this, he could be out of the squad.
But Patrick, let me say something. Put this to you. This might just be where Aka plays, because we have the World Cup qualifying game to play, and maybe him don't get a look in, and so it's just friendlies like this, him get a look in. So maybe that's the case. Darrington Ferguson Peru has gone into our next gear. We started the second half, living in the first half. Yeah, then that's what we were afraid of, that Peru actually come out now and decide to try and get something more than a draw out of the game. So Jamaica has a throw in their half. There's some delay in getting the ball.
So you're still finding the equalizer?
We have a substitution coming up, Yeah.
Yep, we're making a change. So that is positive.
We have the number 8 to come on, Richard Thompson. Another local player.
Oh, that's Ricardo Thomas.
So people after 58 minutes. Ricardo Thomas. Peru 1, Jamaica 0. Second half action in Lima, Peru. So the Jamaicans sitting back now. Don't know if they're getting tired, but a lot of possession from Peru in the second half.
So busy Atkinson need to come on too.
Yeah.
So Jordan Fletcher is absent in the second half.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of him.
Yeah.
Jamaica pinned in their box. Peru just bouncing it around.
Who do you think would be coming out? Will it be Aka?
Oh, you mean who will be coming off?
Oh, where does Thompson play?
Yeah, I think it's Aka.
Thomas is like a left back, right back, I think, full backs, something like that.
Oh. So that means, what that could mean is that Aka could actually drop back.
And play defense.
Play with that tree. Could use that tree. Yeah. So the ball is with Speedy. Now with Taxi on the left side, cutting in. Still Taxi. To Walker. Walker probing. Back to Speedy, plays out wide. Jamaica's overlap. Ball in the box. Shoot. Oh, the ball just touches Jordan Fletcher, but he was not expecting it. And the ball rose to the goalkeeper. Yeah. He was standing in a line behind 3 defenders. I don't think he expected that ball to come all the way across. Beautiful cross. But Fletcher don't look to be in the game. Looks to be sleeping.
Yeah, it's not getting much service at all.
So Paul Hall will be ringing in the changes. What, three players coming in?
Yep. That looks like number 2, number 11, and number 8. So Topi will be
number 2 is Jamal Topi. Number 8, Richard Thompson.
Yeah.
And who's the next player?
Rose.
Demar Rose.
Right. So Aka definitely will come off.
Yeah, I don't think he can survive the triple change.
Yeah, no, it's definitely come off.
Yeah.
So in take off Lawrence too. Kemar Lawrence coming off.
So that Thompson will go on the left.
He seemed to be steamed out.
Yeah. So we get to see Topi. Will be replacing King, replacing Damon Lowe. So the Cavaliers partnership is alive and well. Topi and Richard King in the.
That's not bad. That's a good idea. At least you can see what he's doing, right?
Yeah. And we spoke about this in our preview. Will we get to see Richard King and Topi play together? And the answer is yes. So, what do you guys think about the changes?
Well, Watson is still there.
Well, to be honest, I can see what he's doing with these changes. That's a good thing. You understand me?
Yeah, I guess.
Tapa would make a change. Tapa would make a kind of change that I'm wondering what he's doing, or still wondering. Maybe in the 63rd minute, we still would be lost to what Tapa is trying to do or what he's doing.
Yeah, the change probably wouldn't come yet. That's for sure.
Yeah. He's not
Peru look like them respond. Peru take off the dangerous Kenya.
He's not. Tapa isn't proactive.
And Peru making some change around the back themselves. The 22 Cayens comes off. So yeah, they're making some change to their defensive line. So hopefully we'll see something more positive from Jamaica with those 3 substitutions. Peru pretty much sitting back, leading 1-0 65th minute. Peru have a chance here. Dangerous chance. Shot and goal. Off. We got away with one there. Amal Knight, misplaced pass.
Well, I wouldn't go hard on Amal Knight for that goal if it stays at 1-0. Because it was pretty much a soft one. Maybe miscommunication.
A couple of changes for the Reggae Boyz. Here's one. Thomas plays it back to Topi. Gave a lot of work there.
What's this? It's now 2-0.
Yep, 2-0. 2-0. Opportunity. Look like offside. No.
Seems as if someone gave away the ball a while ago.
Yeah, man, misplaced pass. Yeah.
Was it by Haka? Or was the ball going to Haka?
Misplaced pass.
Easy one. Easy 2-0.
Yeah, was Haka.
Yeah, that was poor.
That was Haka. You can't play the ball across your box like that. Experienced player like Haka should know better.
No, this is a good one. This is a good one, you know.
Amal had no chance with that one.
Yeah. Haka is writing his whole script right here.
They say this is the end of Javon Watson.
Will this be the end of Javon Watson?
You know, Patrick Cunningham said, "Do you believe Tapa watch this game right now?"
Maybe not. Yeah, man. This is criminal. We don't expect to see Haka in the next game after doing something like that. The most experienced player on the Jamaica team. Foul referee.
Whoa.
Yellow card. So Richard Thomas just coming in, receiving a very hard tackle from the number 23. He's still down.
Yeah, I hope him not hurt. Yeah, whoa, look like him tweaking him ankle.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Got him tweak him ankle, I saw. Was that excellent first touch though? Isn't that the first touch at the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Excellent first touch.
Terrible from Javon Watson. They were playing the game.
Yeah, because
the goal.
But he actually looked up and saw the pass, and still made.
I chose not to. Yeah.
Yeah, because him could have played back to Topi.
So he wasn't measuring the pass well. He did not, in that short space of time, he never measured the pass.
And he wasn't under any pressure. He had a lot of time.
Oh boy.
So it's actually 2-0 and not 1-0 to Peru.
Yeah, as in the 69 minutes gone of the game, and Jamaica down 2-0.
Okay, so whichever way how this game ends, what would be your take from this game so far? Or what you see already?
Well, it's good that they're trying the local-based players. We all know it's the hardest thing for them to keep their shape. I saw some positives in the first half, but of course, every time Jamaica comes out in the second half, especially when they have not conceded in the first half, they tend to concede early in the second half, and then they end up chasing the game, and then more pressure on you. You make more mistakes and hence you concede more. So yeah, there are positives.
Something to work on.
Yeah, especially local based players. I can see where they can be included in with the other crop of players. Especially in the defense. I wouldn't say so much. I mean, for partner Vassal with Speedy, it's tricky, and then you have Haka. That never add up to me, but it worked first half.
At the end of the day, the coach has to work with what he has, right?
Yeah, Patrick said, "Have to be careful because Haka have to be careful because it might end up with a red card."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He already been booked.
Yeah, Haka book long time.
Haka is one of the players normally though that always been booked, even from early in the game.
Yeah, Maggie would be most needed in something like this for sure. Jamaica stringing together some passes in the Peruvian half. Looking sort of dangerous. But Peru have a lot of persons back. And they're definitely not looking to concede any goal. They're looking for a clean sheet. Even though they're up 2-0, they're still. Oh, they're on attack now. 2 against 4. A comedy error. Jamaica trying to clear their lines. It's finally out.
That's Javian Brown.
Yep. Because Topi is on the other side.
Oh.
I'm surprised Walker's still on the field.
Why do you think so?
I think, after surviving the triple change, I think he should have been one of the players taken out as well.
No, I was surprised that he never take him off.
Is it Walker? Walker cuts inside, can shoot on the right foot, way over the bar. But remember, lads, this game wasn't about the result. It was more of the performance.
Yeah.
But have we seen a good performance? Have we seen a good performance after 73 minutes?
But it's like chicken before the egg, because if you perform, then you get a result, a favorable one, especially.
Yeah.
I'd say I see glimpse.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of it, but I'm not. I see a lot of positives. I see a lot of positives, and maybe it's because Peru is probably taking it light and us, maybe. But so far, I'm seeing a lot of positive, especially given that a lot of these local based players had not played any international games for Jamaica since 2021 or even 2020.
Yeah, they wouldn't have played,
And some of these players,
probably like 2019.
Last year was the
last
time
we've seen some of these local players.
Yeah.
So Patrick is saying that we need to take off Fletcher.
Yeah,
I think he's been very, very invisible in the game.
Lack of service cause nothing, Patrick. Lack of service and who you put on.
Cross coming in. Clearance by Topi. Walker loses the ball, was outnumbered by two Peruvian players. Yeah, so Peru in total control, lads. Very hard tackle there by Javier Brown. Clean tackle.
I like Javier's attitude.
Yeah. So people, after 75 minutes, Jamaica nailed Peru 2. Both goals coming in the second half. And as you guys know, we're missing Kaim Paris and Young.
That was one of the talent I actually wanted to see. Are we gonna see Dwayne Atkinson anytime soon?
It doesn't look so.
Seeing another change.
Yeah, Owen. I look like Owen coming on. Oh, there's one of the youngsters.
Wonder if he's coming on for Speedy, or I'm not sure. Haka.
Malik Howell, former Jamaica College Manning Cup player. Might be coming on for Haka for real, right back. Or no, might just come on for Brown. So Peru with a corner kick. See what comes out of it. Peru was able to get there on the ball. Luckily, it went over the bar. So we'll be talking about the first hit, and then they're able to get the second one. Luckily, Aman Light was watching it.
So Jermaine is being substituted.
Yep. And Owell is on. Malik Owell, former JC player, is on. In college now.
Ball, that's a good ball.
Oh, miscontrol there. So if you're just joining us, you have 80 minutes gone in the game, and Jamaica down 2-0 to Peru. Jamaica had a good first half. They finished the first half without conceding. Started slow the second half and gave up the first goal, I think, in 48 minutes. And then shortly after the second goal, after Paul made 3 substitutions, misplaced pass by Haka, gifted Peru their second goal. So Peru playing around the ball, Jamaican half, on the attack. Yeah, Jamaica all over the place now. I'm hoping that they'll concede another goal. Peru is on the ascendancy.
Would this be the first we're seeing so many couple of young players in the team?
It's been a long time. Peru on the attack now.
Yeah, we conceded.
Just pass.
Conceded another goal.
Yeah.
Yes, so we know.
A peach of a goal, though. A peach of a goal. Outside the 18. An excellent curler. Jamaica conceded the third goal. 3-0. Peru leading Jamaica 3-0 now. Why this doesn't look good. But what I understand, people, is a young set of players. Not so much our strongest team. I know some persons will look at this, especially given that we have Panama coming up in the next game. Well, not the next game. Next game is Mexico, then Panama. And Panama, who had a good result against Peru, drawing 1-1. Yeah, that was a really good goal. He had too much time and space, and so he was able to pick his corner. Hence, the curler to the left of Knight, who was left stranded. Still made an attempt to dive and try to keep that out, but wasn't to be. Jamaica 3 goals. Peru
You sound depressed, bro.
Eh?
You sound depressed.
You always don't want to Jamaica lose, especially you have such a good first half.
Yeah,
You have
but
such a good first half, it's 0-0, and then all of a sudden, this is what we're seeing now.
Kimo, you mute.
Yeah, so luckily it's just to see. Okay, so
Aka is finally leaving the field now.
Glad
and we're busy at Kingston.
And Owell comes on. Another Owell.
Might as well, right?
I'll tell you. And still no Atkinson.
I think Atkinson is the one in the number 10 shirt.
Yeah. Okay, great. Atkinson is on. And Beckford is off. Hopefully we'd see a little bit more attack, and Jamaica could get a consolation goal.
Atkinson plays for Cavaliers?
He's the one that plays for Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can also see there's a youngster coming.
A Cavalier player on the team, man.
Ray, where's a lot of Cavalier players?
Yeah, man.
That sounds so like.
But I mean, they won the last Premier League and they started with a bang. So
it would be expected, right?
Right.
Would that
Sorry, you had any expectations on the match? Did you give your prediction?
Given what transpired against Panama, I was expecting Jamaica to actually at least draw the game.
Scoreless draw?
Yeah, pretty much, because even after seeing the first half, I was thinking that I mean good.
You had hopes.
Wow.
They were quickly dashed.
Yeah, it's not the first. Under Whitmore, the start of the second half, we usually concede.
Why?
But Ray,
why if you're under Whitmore?
Yes. Do you see any positives from the match? Any at all?
Young players, local based players at that too, who I see where they can fit in alongside the core team that has been playing the World Cup qualifiers so far. I see a couple of players that could actually transition into a couple of other games. I'm sure they might get game if we knock out. So I go see what happens. I mean, after the Mexico game into the Panama game, we know who are going to be outfitted for the final game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know for sure.
But I'm seeing. I'm not only looking at the negative. I mean, under 3, right? But
yeah,
the team, the young ball of them look like them hungry. Like I'm seeing Lamar Walker playing some very good ball. A few of the other young players. If a little more time with this team and Paul can probably pull something out of the hat. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, if Paul probably was.
Remember how we started off with more quality players and more. Remember how we started off with the senior players? Yeah. So I wouldn't doubt it with these youngsters.
And as Ray said earlier, Haka played out some ball. Was the cause, basically the cause of the first goal.
I think it was a foul and a set piece.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. And you know who caused the foul to it was Haka.
Right. So
Oh boy, but you know it's not all him. It's a team sport. Yeah.
Tigat, welcome.
Yeah, unmute, sir.
You mute.
Yes, good night. I try look feet and can't find it on the thing.
All right, well,
I find it, but it not for go pay feet.
Yeah, man. Spend your money, man.
I go pay feet.
I Reggae Boyz going forward again. I mean, I see a lot of positives.
The game?
Basically, 2 minutes left into normal time.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Me draft for my
No, and yeah, in no time this will be done.
That makes sense. Me draft for my fire stick.
Michael Woodburn saying, nah, stop party.
How much you were
Yeah.
Woodburn, man.
The coaches that of the national team like the party also because they love Haka bad.
No, it's all right. You know, this might actually be one of the last game for him, you know, in terms of because the next 3 games, man must think that more.
The next 3 games aren't games to play with. And
yeah, but you know, man must think Haka will play some of the friendlies. If we get
pass
more
right there, so the man go for the harder pass, you know.
Can I ask a question? Who Paula take off? Him take off Lou and him take off Taxi.
Yeah.
And Aka is still there?
No, Aka is on the field.
Aka is on the field?
No,
yeah,
Aka is off the field.
Michael Woodburn same stay too long.
Okay. Because I think say Paula just make him play him last game for Jamaica. And then that's it.
Yeah, man. Basically, send off game this.
Yeah, him send off game. You understand?
That shot from outside the box.
Yeah, man, the 19 was an excellent play shot, man.
What
excellent.
A goal.
But still, to me, that a Paula blunder, you know, to carry Aka.
No, bro.
It can be strategical.
Strategical for what? No, I beat Aka before the World Cup qualification start. Everybody beat Aka. And then we have a new coach and then I bring him back Aka. Nah, man.
Yeah, but you have to understand the coach.
That can't be strategical. Strategical what?
It's not guaranteed.
JPL start. They say you can't find a man to replace Aka. That's Aka that good?
Tigat, you have to look.
You know when this could seem bad and detrimental.
Look, Aka just passed over 1 goal.
One.
Tigat.
Yeah.
The man them as coaches they must see something in Aka where make him worthy of going on the field.
Everybody beat Aka.
Haka is a harder tackler.
So you can't find nobody else in Jamaica with a harder tackler?
Yeah.
So we
have other
qualities.
People.
We need extra time, 3 minutes extra time, and we're down 3 goals to 0.
So I stop watching the game, you know. I'm outside. I stop watching the game.
Really?
So I give you feedback when the game done. You
No,
might miss,
I don't think
consolation goal.
You missed the last 10 minutes.
You might miss a consolation goal.
I went outside.
My problem is this. Paula behave like Whitmore.
What? He said the man first game.
I first blunder that. By carrying Aka. The first blunder is carrying Aka.
Yeah,
because if it's the job Aka, the whole Jamaica that rejoice. All the Prime Minister that get holiday.
You know, Jamaica,
No,
you just look at scapegoat.
He got come from Barbados.
You're just looking at scapegoat.
You say Paula look at scapegoat?
You. We can't see the 3 goals, you know, not just 1.
So Eddie, you think if Andre was in the goal, if Blake was in the goal, we would have conceded 3 goals?
No, man. I don't think Amal didn't have a chance on those 3 chances.
The first one, him touch it.
The first one probably.
Him touch the first one, you know.
Yeah, probably the first one. He could maybe get a touch, but
the third
really
goal,
have a chance.
the third goal, especially
the second and the third goal.
The third goal is the best of them all.
Speedy limping on the field right now.
Yeah, can Speedy pull something.
All right, my question to you, gentlemen. My question to you.
Time, Speedy, yeah, waste time.
My question to you, gentlemen. You know now what you match up, now what you match up. If Paul is supposed to pick
yeah.
In a Mexico game, what wouldn't you say?
No, man. Paul will have to go.
Paul out. In a Mexico game, right?
If him pick him, Paul out.
What wouldn't you say? Paul is a good coach.
No, Paul out. If out.
Judge the team, brother, not one player. Judge the team's performance.
I am saying if Paul pick Aka in the
if Paul pick Haka and Jamaica beat Mexico, you want Paul out?
Patrick Cunningham asked how much shot Jamaica take. 5 shots, sir. 1 on target. Which almost scored.
1 on target.
Just a one there.
1 on target.
You know, that's the only highlight.
A lot of shots went over the bar.
7 on target. You want your position? Yeah, the game
finished?
Yeah.
Finished now, yeah.
So Paul first game in charge.
3 low.
With an L. 3 goals down, losing to Peru.
But we expected this.
Yeah, we actually did.
Anything else would be a plus, right?
Yeah, what we wanted was a performance, and I think we probably got that in the first half. Yeah. But definitely not in the second half.
I mean, maybe a goal would make it look good.
Desmond, you were enjoying the program until
we didn't create enough.
Until I could give it a ball. And what was it? What did it for you? He got come up on the program and because Paul must go.
To me, that time first blunder.
What's that?
Yeah, what was it?
There's nothing here to blame the coach for.
You can't blame Paul, bro.
To pick Aka? Of course, we can't play ball off to pick Aka.
The team played well in the first half. Right?
No, man, we're not going to blame Paul. Because we don't expect no win. Never expect no 3 points.
No, we didn't expect no win.
No,
this is a draw, though.
You guys must be fair, man. Be fair.
No, my problem is
Peru's strongest team either. Just know this.
We beat Aka from the World Cup.
Here's what Paul did. He gave Aka a rope to hang himself, and Aka actually did
Aka hang himself long time already, brother. Aka hang himself long time, you know.
Him set up Aka. Good setup. Aka fall feet.
Brother, Aka hang himself long time. Him should never put Aka. There's too much players in Jamaica for him carry Aka.
All right, Tigat, we know, all right, barring the fact that Haka give a couple of goals, how do you feel about the team's performance?
Honestly, Ricky, I can give an honest opinion because I was just watching Ree and Eddie commentating, and by that, they said the first half was good. So I go by their report. I said the first half was good.
Yeah, that's a positive in the first half. Definitely.
Right. So that's all I can go by. Because I didn't see the match, sir.
All right. Ray?
Yeah, first half, about the game of football, 2 halves. Clearly, in this match, that's the same thing. First half, Jamaica look very competent. Some parts they lose shape a bit, but they're able to marshal a lot of the cross coming in from Peru and the 2 corners that happened. So there was a lot of positive that the first half was where they shot and goal. Almost score. So, yeah, while the second half now, right after coming out of the tunnel, 3 minutes in, conceded. A soft goal, if you ask me. Some lose a little discipline and shape. Haka committed a foul and yeah, they score again. And then given the number 19, I think, too much space on the edge of the 18, was able to pick his spot
Right.
and put in. But young players, local-based players, haven't been playing for Jamaica for the longest time, from as far back as 2020. So there's some positive to see Topi into the side, to see Oil getting a game. Some positives there. Some positive. Of course, some negatives in terms of another positive. The move by Paul when he made the substitution. It showed that,
Which one?
it's unlike with Whitmore, who probably take a little longer to make some substitution.
Yeah,
he's proactive.
Tapa acted after they score. Even though the game get away from them a bit, but you could see some action. And we'll get a look on a lot of these younger players and how for play them and which position and stuff like that. He tried out a lot of defenders though. In this game, a lot of substitutions were defenders. Atkinson came on late, and I didn't know why it took so long to put him on, because we need to see more attacking persons. But I guess he's probably sold already on attacking and midfielders are the other players that looking to play the World Cup qualifiers.
So
and
that's why I find the defenders now.
That's why I find alternatives in a defense.
Kimo.
Yeah.
Kimo, what do you think about the team's performance? Barring.
Well, basically, I saw a lot of positives. Where the team with the young players going forward. As I said earlier in the program.
Call him out this.
As I said earlier, it's just
me put it up enough.
Tyrone, Tigan. Sorry. Go ahead.
No talking from the man them whenever watch a game.
It's just the decision making and the composure. And I mean, if this team actually play more together, we'll see more potential from them and what they can actually do. It's just one game. You understand? Putting players together. And I expect more from these young players in the future.
All right. Welcome, CC Sports Lab. How you feel about the match?
Listen, I'm telling you. Number one, really and truly will let
CC get to go before me. But continue. Because CC is our guest.
Yes, he's a guest. He's a guest.
Go on, CC.
Really and truly, we're letting one good goal. We made a few defensive errors leading to a goal, namely Aka, who basically stopped playing from the 28-minute mark.
Let's not talk about Haka.
No.
Talk about the team.
So why can't I? But he's a part of the team. He's playing.
All right. So we want to judge Paul Hall's performance. How the team performed under Paul Hall. So no single out, no one man. After this, we single out players.
I can steal the show.
How you feel about the team?
I can steal the show. That may I tell you.
Go on, CC.
As I'm saying though, basically, because I said earlier on, I was saying to a group of guys earlier on when we were on a live, and I was saying that the coach more than likely, I think, would make 7 changes, but he made 6. So, what I can see, you have to really single out players now, because you see the guy, Deshaun Beckford, really good prospect. He controls his ball well, takes his ball under pressure, releases the ball under pressure. Lamar, for the better part of it, he's a dribbler. But what I can say is that I see where Paul Hall wants to get the ball moving faster. You can see the transition play where from defense to attack, from defense to midfield to attack. And he doesn't necessarily want the play to be rushed. So where the keeper collects the ball at the back, it's even under pressure, he wants to play out from the back. But we wouldn't necessarily expect, with the result, I wasn't expecting anything. Like the 3-0 is not really the talk of the game. Because if we really look into it, we didn't try to, we didn't try to take as many shots. They were mostly like coming from the flank, take-ons, some squares into the box. So really and truly, we didn't even look like we went out there to win. We went out there to actually play a decent transitional football game. If that's from my point of view. It's not like you don't go in a football game to win the game, you know. But to me, in this particular game, we were out there trying to play, like trying to get together. What I counted like 15 passes in transition, and we went into the box, and the keeper made a save. So, and it's a long time I've never seen Jamaica made it throughout the World Cup qualifying, separate and apart from when Ravel Morrison came on the pitch, or when Tyreek McGee in Costa Rica. We never made more than 10 passes if we made so much consecutively. And in this game, consistently we made numerous amount of passes, as well as I said, Deshaun Beckford and Javane Brown making good squares. Richard King reading the game very well. Something low actually being much more calmer and looking less as some persons would deem it wild. So all in all, what I can say is the coach might see what he wants, and I think other players looking in, like when the more senior and the more higher quality players come in to see what the coach, they might be watching this game as well and say, okay, they can see the style of play that the coach wants to employ. You know, with a much, if you look into the game, Fletcher didn't really get into the game. Most of the time,
invisible.
Yeah, most of the time you have to drop back to get ball. But that's why I said we are not in the game to win. Because if you really look into it, the game was being played out on the flanks. Very rarely we were playing through the middle.
Right.
So
okay, so on the subject of Haka now, right? Does he have a place in the Reggae Boyz squad going forward?
No, sir. I'm last game this night, Jamaican version.
Well, I don't think so. I think he will be holding up an important spot on the bench, but I don't think it's
important spot on the bench. He will be.
I don't think he will
be around the squad.
R.I.P. Aka. R.I.P.
This is his last game.
Gone too soon.
I'm going to show you this. This is what I do. This is why Aka cannot play in the rest of the games.
Yo, not say that over from champion start.
Hold on,
Aka last game. Aka still there.
Tigat, listen. Number one, when Paul watch back this film, you can look at it. Aka will not run. Aka will overwork your other midfielder. You see? You don't see them.
You don't go like Paul.
Tigat, wait no.
Speedy Williams right now, they might forgot Speedy Williams because it looked like him pick up an injury, and the only reason Speedy picked up that injury is because he was playing for two.
Yeah, he had the two man work.
Overworked. So when Paul Allen sit down and really look into the tape, bro, even if he's still in the squad, he cannot play. He cannot play.
Yo, go back. But hold on, CC. You're going like a first Paul in the front, the World Cup champion start, you know.
Yeah, but Paul Allen never made the decision. Paul Allen was making the decision.
No, I agree.
Look, let me tell you what.
I agree. Hold on, Eddie.
Paul Allen want to get rid of him. So
Eddie,
I just want to get rid of you, son. You need to prove yourself. One last chance.
Eddie.
And he mess it up.
No, Eddie. Paul Allen is there from the beginning of the World Cup campaign. Paul Allen is there when them call Aka. Paul Allen everything Aka do. And for Paul Allen to call Aka for this internationally, that is a no-no. Because him see Aka. It's not like him not see Aka. Him see Aka from the beginning of the campaign. Him hear people cause Aka. You understand? Me know him here the flaggers them cut. He know he hear me a beat Aka. He know me here someone a beat Aka.
Yeah. You have players who kind of have Akas. They have little ratings for Aka. And if you come in as a coach and Eddie rate you, I'm fling away. But just dash away so. Right then and there, me could as lose. Eddie will say,
it's better you dash him than friendly than when you come in at the World Cup qualification, you're going to dash him away. Why you going to look now you dash him away in the World Cup qualification?
Because they give him the opportunity. So the rest of the man, gave him the chance.
So the man them not gonna play the World Cup qualification. If you dash away from that friendly, make the man them see somebody different.
One thing I'm sure of, Paul knows what he is doing.
What? Yeah, well, that is what we are saying. We don't have the mind of Paul Hall. We only have prayer saying know what he's doing.
It's a psychology game. It's a mind game, you know. And if I know football and I am smart, you know.
Kimo, Paul same is looking on players. That is his comment. He's looking at players so he can pick towards the Mexico game. That's what he's saying. So why is he looking at Aka? Him see Aka already. Aka play all the qualifiers. Aka see Aka play all. Why am I look at Aka again?
Okay, all right. Look at this then.
No, but he might look at Damian Lowe too. He might look at Taxi. He might look at other people
too. In the team. Why would Speedy be in the team? You understand me?
Why we can't get a pass at Damian Lowe, Taxi, and because them on the outer competition. Remember, Damian Lowe not playing outer competition and stuff like that. So the money that tries
why Paul never look at why never look at Kevin Shaw? Why never look at Kevin Shaw?
My point is this. Those man, we know the Damian Lowe in the side. We know the Taxman on the side. We know the Speed on the side. Them money outer competition for a couple months. Well, the money you want to keep them match fit. The Jamaican player the base of England, them a play still. Because them a play them for them club. The local man them, Damian Lowe, Taxi, them on the outer competition. So you want to keep them on the match fit. You understand? So I understand why them in the side to play against Peru. Aka on the other hand now. Why him in the side?
Aka need the fitness.
Why Aka in this? That is bad. Why Aka in this side?
It look like Aka only
try. Me, that are the blunder what Paul Hall make to me. So right now, him there on my bad side right now for Paul. Can I say blunder?
Come on, I one game thing that I one game.
But we look at the win that is too small.
We never expect to win.
Make any mistake. 18 points. 18 points we need. 18 points is out there to get. We want 16. You understand? When we work on my calculator, my mind is can get 20 out of 18 points. But we can't get 20. So I'm going to second with 16.
So you are telling me, say,
go ahead,
when you see the shape and the transitional play that we are playing, you are telling me, so when Antonio, when Ravel, when these guys come back in the squad, are you saying to me that it is not possible?
All right, fine. Hold on. Good. I understand the point. No, when a Grant is out of the CDM, who will put in? Aka? Or is somebody new we're trying at the Peru game?
Who will put in the CDM?
Yeah, when Grant tired. Because he never carry somebody new for we say. I say, you know, say the brother they can't play a CDM. Who we are going to say now? Who we are going to put in?
We can put it, as I say, it depending on who him call, brother. So we can't really, because still have...
That means they're going to call back Aka again in the Mexico game. Because he never call anybody to try the position.
Aka can't play Mexico game, first of all.
That's why you are thinking.
Remember, Tiga, him could call, who him want to call.
A while ago. My point is this. Who did he carry a while ago to play that position?
Him could carry the English ball of them.
No, but who him carry from Jamaica? Me not talk about English player. Forget about English player. Who him carry local? You said no local ball play the CDM.
And Tevin Shaw. Him carry Tevin Shaw.
Did Tevin Shaw play that position tonight?
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that don't mean him not going to play.
But this is a test. And the test is CC, and the test is, you know. These are the practice tests before you put him in the reading. Him never play before, and then you're going to put him against Mexico? That don't make no sense. What can I teach you that?
All right, Tiga.
How can you put me on a test and then give me a practice test?
Hold up, Tiga. Hold up. I know you never watch a match, so you
might have nothing to do with it. That have nothing to do with watching match.
Hold on.
never watch a match.
Which? No, I'm not watching match.
So one of the man this one not watching match.
Eddie.
You him for that shot.
Eddie, which players from tonight's match? Give me at least 5 or...
No, I'm not give so much. You know.
Which players from tonight's match can make it the campaign going forward?
All right, a better question would be which one are the new players? Because I think the regular core, we expect to see them, the likes of Damon Lowe, Javi and Brown, Taxi, Speedy.
The new players, of course, the new players.
I don't want to say Aka. But the new players, I think, King. I was really impressed with Richard King. He did well in the centre back there alongside Damon Lowe. Has a lot of potential, Tope as well. I saw him come on, did a pretty decent job as well. I like those two players. I think Peter Lee Vassell also had a good game. He was very lively. I didn't like what I see from Lamar Walker over. I didn't like his game. He was trying, but at the end of the day, no man.
Eddie.
We see him cut in and kick couple over the bar. Wow.
You rather Corey play that position?
We've seen Lamar over and over and over again. We've seen him against better competition. Remember, it's just Peru. People might say probably a B-side or something, but we've seen him against better teams, USA, and him not really looking well. I think him kind of too weak. He's a dribbler, but him tend to hold on for the ball a little bit too much.
Yeah, man,
I think that's his weak point, and decision making and his overall output. But I wanted to see more of Peter Lee Vassell. I think if somebody could get a look in, I would say Peter Lee Vassell and King.
So your players are Eddie?
Peter Lee Vassell,
King Vassell,
Tope King, because we saw a lot of the defensive players. I think Paul Hall wanted to see mostly the defenders. I think maybe it's okay with the attackers, probably he's seen enough, but we saw a lot of defenders, defensive-minded players coming on. So my three is Tope, Richard King, and Peter Lee Vassell. If I could add those three to the Mexico squad.
Okay, CC.
Yeah, my three is Deshaun Beckford. Think that they are wicked baller. And plus, I think you can take him ball under pressure, turn a defender under pressure. We take him any day. I see him fling with 2 man over on the flank. Shake them off and say, leg of my jersey out. That a Deshaun Beckford. That bring him.
What school he used to go? CC.
Deshaun Beckford. I think he used to go a Westman too,
Just checking if there's any Clarendon College connection. Just check it.
The Lamar Walker thing. I don't think Lamar Walker gonna make his next squad. I think the rest of you can Tyreek Magee if him fit. You see me? Between him and Tyreek Magee are the pass are the thing. So I wouldn't carry him. You see me? Would I rest him? But
no Bala Kirk. No Fletcher.
Beckford, Richard King. Yeah, Rusty is in go for 2 man. Beckford, some Richard King. I don't know about Tope. I think Richard King has been a better defender, even in the first Cavaliers game when he played. You see me? Richard King has been the better defender of the two. And I think you can pick one. So I would say Richard King, Deshaun Beckford.
One more.
I even see Busy Atkins so good. So I can't say Busy.
Him come on late, man.
Yeah, I not see.
Yeah, we never get to see a lot.
He never touch a ball.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out.
We hear speed talk about him so highly. I love to see what him have, But at least
trying
he
to
get 30
figure out
seconds.
if I see anyone else on the pitch.
But I was surprised that we didn't get to see Akwesa Chung.
Akosa.
He didn't get a run out. Akwasa, yeah, he didn't get a run out.
You don't pick him?
Because according to Simon, he was very impressive in training.
Yeah, King.
So for a man very impressive in training, and we don't see him get a run out.
Beckford, King, and Akosa Chung. I think the reason why is this. I think he should have gotten the play, take off Jardine at 70, because only one striker him really carry out and out. So I think
What happened to Corey Burke?
Corey Burke, remember I said Corey Burke have some papers thing I deal with. Remember the last time it never started out and he ended up back in Jamaica and had to wait a while before so he had them things dealing with, so he had asked that he could get that time to deal with this. So he wasn't available. So really that one. But as I said, Akosa Chung, even though he didn't play, Beckford and King are the three players then. Because I think Beckford plays flank. Akosa Chung, I think he can play at the wing as well. And we need wing players. So that is my reason. In terms of Beckford, I think Beckford can play on the wing and he's trickery. He have a bit of trickery. He controls well and he takes the ball under pressure. He's a player that I think if any other player don't get called for the World Cup squad, that player should make the squad.
What really happened to Jordan Fletcher in this game? Was it the lack of supply?
It was a lack of supply, man. It was a lack of supply because if you really look into it, he was playing off. I think the difference is that Jordan is a man who plays off, a foul who plays off the shoulder of the defender. So if you're not getting the ball in and behind, it is not going to look good.
Ineffective,
to drop behind. For example, like when you see Hurricane plays and you have Oliver Skip and these guys behind him, he has to come back deep for the ball. So he doesn't necessarily have a player that he can push up. So for example, if he was playing with a Tyreek Magee, Tyreek would be looking to get him the ball every time. When the ball comes to Deshaun Beckford, he's looking to take on a player. When the ball comes to Lamar, he's looking to take on a player.
The dribble,
Peter Lee is passing it out.
Same thing.
I understand he's either taking on a player and he's passing it out left or right. So in order for
I think we look like we were playing with a false nine to me, because there wasn't any intention or purpose in terms of getting the ball up to Jordan.
Exactly. So every time they got the ball, he had to come back and drop back. He had to drop back every time to get the ball. So that as a result of that, because you see, Deshaun Beckford, he plays as wing. I think he plays wing for Mummy United, wing or forward. So that is the reason why I said a player like him, I think could make the squad because we're short on wingers. We already know Shamar Nichols is not coming. That is a striker. We already know that Kaim Paris won't be available, which is a winger. We're not even sure if Jamal Lowe is being coming. And today is when? Thursday. So I think tomorrow.
And Leon Bailey out as well.
Tomorrow we should see the squad by the latest, probably before the weekend, before the week done. We should see the squad.
Probably by Monday.
Yeah, man. But I think it might be leaked tomorrow. Tomorrow the squad up.
Yeah, and that squad should be out, about 15 days before the game. That squad should be out already.
No, but I say people get called already, but I guess because you know spots
there. Them not load it up,
but tomorrow let's see it drop. But as I said though, because as I said, Bailey is out, Demar Gray, passport. I don't know what going on. The printer run out of the peaker run out of paper for print. So that all up. So that are two when him there. Even though him never in a squad. So I even want Kaim Paris when I go get the Jamal Lowe. I'm uncertain. I think they should call him, but I'm uncertain about it. And Blair Turgot, I don't think I'm gonna call him back. So very much so the space has opened up for Beckford. So there's a spot there for Beckford. I think even so there's another spot for even another winger, because that's why I was saying that Akosa Chung could come because Nicholson is not coming and Fletcher didn't really do so well. So at the end of the day, I think even though Chung hasn't played, I would carry him just the same. Keep him on the bench.
Why them not call back Monday?
Oh, Blair
Turgot.
Yeah. Not really. Maybe it's different. You know, I don't really see it, brother. I hear enough man say, but I don't really see it. Me not see it. Me not see it.
Paul out.
All right, before me say Paul all out, you want me to get the stats of the game? All right, let me do the stats of the game now. All right, the stats of the game, Jamaica versus Peru. Peru takes 17 shots, Jamaica only take 5. Peru have 7 on target, Jamaica have 1 on target. Possession-wise, Peru 61%, Jamaica 39. Passes, Peru 671, Jamaica 427.
Hold on. How much asset you got?
Passes.
That's the amount of passes Jamaica making at the World Cup qualifier combined.
All right, accurate passes. Accurate passes.
Hold on. Just look at the amount of passes you said man they make. How much of them passes Jamaica ever make?
Well, let me continue now. But this is good. Accurate passes, Peru 86%, Jamaica 83%.
Hold on. Stick a pin. Where just Satiga?
Accurate passes, Jamaica make 83%.
You see them statistics that we are reading right now in the latter part is basically what Paul went out to do.
Right. So him can't get a plus to that. You understand? Him can't get a plus to that, CC. Fouls, Peru 16, Jamaica 11. Yellow card, 1 each. Red card, none. Offside, 1 for Peru, Jamaica, none. Corners, Peru 4, Jamaica, none. So that is the stats of the game. Impressed with the accuracy of passes, 83%. And the amount of pass, 427 for Jamaica, Ricky. So, only problem I have with Paul, where, said some people that something that stick out, and the problem I have, CC, Ricky, is that there's more people in Jamaica who should look at for the CDM position instead of Aka. I better any try to open at the CDM position. I will see him the right and then bring him on.
You know what, Ronald? Well, he's a friendly still.
Yeah,
run
that's what I'm saying. They're friendly. All right. But them say only a madman would do the same thing over and over and over and expect to get a different result. So we keep on trying Aka over, expect something to happen. Not gonna happen. I could try something different. You understand? That is only my only problem, my point. And women are like with Paula though, carrying Aka in the same position where we are trying to get somebody who put it.
Okay. CC, we are player rating. Mesh.
Aka 0.5.
Tiga, we don't know if you can do it because you never watch a match. But the
start. Hold on.
Just how do the start in the level?
Why you not watching match? I work what? Where I do? Or you not watching match? Take it off of mute. Or you not watching match?
Come in there work, brother. Work.
How can I work to so you can't watch match?
Tiga can give him input, man, because since we lose him, must get grade to the man.
I bust the drive. I must bust the drive.
No, man, not a bust the drive.
See, we're gonna start with the keeper. I'm all night. Yeah.
5 him get.
Why 5?
Should have get so much.
Why 5?
Positioning. Poor. Off the line. All right. The first goal, the headed goal, he was basically a cheat because he shouldn't even have him line. So a poor positioning cost us that goal because that goal shouldn't score, in my opinion. Was a good header, but poor positioning caused him to. Bus driver Tiga. Anyway, let's say the positioning was poor, man, in terms of the goal that he let in, the first goal. And the second goal, you realize a lot of times he was caught flat-footed in terms of when he was when they made that back pass or he should collect the ball. So for that reason, I give him a 5.
Okay.
And he never really had much to do in the game like that in terms of the. Yes, T got rid of how much 10 shots, but most of those were tame straight to him.
Yeah.
So separate and apart from the 3 goals that scored, I mean the last goal was a beautiful goal.
Right.
But first goal shouldn't have scored.
Not
The
many
second
keepers
goal
can
was,
save that. Not many
no,
keepers can save that.
the third goal now. The third goal was basically the second goal was basically an error on the
Right.
part of Aka. So pretty much that. But as I said, I give him a 5. So him now make the squad.
Okay. Javian Brown.
Javian Brown now. Javian Brown, I give Javian Brown a 8. Javian Brown constantly working up the flank, defending wise, attacking wise. He made that brilliant square that we that one shot on target that T got just mentioned was the from the square that Javian Brown made. I think it was Peter Leavas who edited it. With a little bit more power, we could have gone 1-0 up right there. I see where the game when they were pressing, they were mostly pushing making the outlet towards the flank that Javane plays, because I don't know, I'm not sure if Javane was fitter than Taxi, but they moved the play towards him mostly so he could make most of the tackles. When the game restarted, I think Peru kind of tried switched it and slowed down the play so they could get more balls on the next on the flank that Taxi was playing, and then when the new left back come on. So Javane was playing very well on his side. So I give him an A.
Damian Lowe.
Damian Lowe, I give him a 6.5. He was much more calm. I think it's the instructions you play after sometimes, and I think Damian Lowe is a really good defender, but is a defender that needs instructions in terms of to control him. He can get a little hot-headed in the heat of the game, and I didn't see where that happened today. So for that reason, I give him a 6.5. A bit of times I see where he was pulled out of position, but 6.5.
Okay, Richard King.
Richard King, no. Richard King I would give 7.5 because Richard King was the one who kind of, when Damian Lowe was moved up, Richard King, even with lack of experience, he was covering and he actually played well throughout the game. I didn't see him make any defensive errors like that leading to a goal. So, I mean, we concede 3 goals. So, I give him a 7. Because me giving him so much, people might say we conceded 3 goals and how you're rating the defender that should have stopped goals so highly. So, I'll give him a 7.
Okay. Taxi.
Taxi get 5, because Taxi look like him not fit, man. He don't really look like him fit. And as I said, whenever the attack comes down his side, it seems to be more pressure. That's the time when it's more likely to lead on a shot on target or a shot towards goal. So I'll give him a 5.
Okay. That sounds kind of poor still. We're gonna see. All right, Haka. How much you say give Haka?
Haka 2.5, man.
Why?
Haka, first of all, Haka stop. From the first time, as I said, the man them always say Haka do this. Traffic police. When them come on if a game, and that is what he's in the game doing. Like speed had to be working double time, left, right.
Okay. Yeah.
So Aka basically a 2.5 or no rating, because first of all, Aka made 2 defensive errors leading to a goal.
Cause us the match.
You understand? So that alone take off 1, take off 2. And then the fact that he was walking from the 28th minute of the game.
And a hop.
Yeah, literally. I'm like literally watching the man walk 28th minute of the game. So you literally walk like 62. Yeah, 62.
Yeah.
Literally walk 62 minutes out of the games, bro. Or 60 minutes out of the game.
Alright, Speedy.
I give Speedy 5.5.
What?
6. 6 may I give, man. 6. Remember we lost in a 3-0, you know.
Yeah, but
So
you give King 7.
I give King 7 and I give Brown 8. But it's because
Yeah,
of how they play.
but we lost. And they're the defenders. They should have at least stopped one of the goals.
I mean, but
So if you're going to get Speedy
6.5.
and that man is
Get
okay.
Speedy 6.5.
Okay. Peter leave us.
Vassal, I give Vassal 5. Work rate 4.
Work rate, okay.
Yeah,
But
man,
how him
4.
play? How him play?
He play okay, you know. He play going forward. You can see what he wants to do, but his work rate is what I think is holding him back.
Okay.
I think his work rate in terms of even when he went over in MLS, I think the work rate is what is stopping him from getting that solid move. Because you know that in today's football, you kind of have to be a two-way player.
Cool.
You can disagree and give a different ranking number.
No, man. I listen to you. I ask T-God to give fee money even though I don't watch him much. Beckford.
I like T-God to look for Beckford. My boy up on the flank, the 7.
7. Fletcher.
Yeah, man. Fletcher 5, you know.
Lamar.
Lamar 5.
5. Okay. So you average about 5 for the players, for all of the players.
I mean, you average about. King 7, make it Brown 8, and make it Beckford 7.
And the rest of them is 6 or 5.
Them are the best player on the field.
I would say. How about Topi?
No, sir. Him never get enough time.
Right. So
none of them play they will come on.
Atkins,
which of them come on first?
Howell, Ramona, Howell. I think them get about 10
come
minutes.
On too late, man. Him not get so long. Mali get longer. Ricardo Thomas can get rating 4 in get.
4.
Like first ball in come on, him control half a tree and the ball there downtown.
So you can control. All right. I don't think I watched enough of the match to give a genuine, rating. So I'm not gonna give a rating. So we're gonna just use your ratings.
So
right?
I really want to go on down at sports down the middle.
No, man. I was doing something else. So that's why I'm coming on so late. You know, I'm coming on late. Yeah, man. But my overall assessment, Amal, I saw him saving a few, right? But I don't think.
When a ball comes straight to you, what are you supposed to do?
You catch it as a keeper.
Okay.
Hold it. Yeah.
Okay.
If when you can control
it. Saves.
If you can. All right. So the third goal, him couldn't save that.
No.
Not many keepers could save that. Mendy, Neuer, probably Courtois, De Gea, probably them man they could have probably touched the ball there. Right. Yeah, but not many keepers can save that.
Mm-hmm.
So that one can pass. First goal, him touch the ball. So that could have at least saved. The second one, I didn't see that one because at that time I was doing something. But, I would give Amal.
Tell you the second goal go. Javian Watson collect the ball in the midfield. the two defenders are here. Javian Brown, Taxi, right? The keeper is right in front of him. Direct line of vision. The Peru player is blocking the pass to Brown, blocking the pass to Lawrence. You know what Javon Watson decided to do?
What him do?
Go to Brown. So the Peru player intercepted the ball. Okay. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Boom, around the keeper. You should have passed the ball to the keeper, sir.
Right.
And make the keeper evade the pressure.
All right, so rate the coach. How much you give Paul Hall? Me don't say top a while ago, but I forget myself. But you give Paula 6, why?
I give Paula 6 for performance, but I think Paula, what I will mark Paula down for is he did not go out there and try to even show us if he want to really win the game, right?
Yeah.
He didn't really try to go for the game. In terms of when we came out in the second half, we got a bit flat and lackluster. And I think in that case, I have to put it on the coach, because whatever you went in second half and said to the players, we started the game and finished the first half 0-0, right?
Yeah.
And then you came out lackluster, more. Even though Peru slowed down the game, you came out. The players never had much more. Like the players lost confidence. They look a little bit flat, and that invited a lot of pressure on us. And as a result, we conceded our first goal, and then from that, it seems like it was going one way, and that's Peru's way. So, in that concept, I would say the coach have to work on that aspect.
Meaning what about the changes? What about the changes that he made? At the time he made them.
I mean, the changes that he made and at the time that he made them, I don't really think it affected much. He made, all right, when we lost the first goal, I think he started making the changes when he realized that, okay, we're going to lose this match. So we're going to lose this match. Let me see a few other players that I have on the bench, give them some playing time, man, just really look at them. So I don't necessarily think it was structured into getting us back into the game.
Okay.
If you really look at it, because as I said before, we never went into the game to win the game.
Yeah.
And some person might object and say, when you go into a football match, don't you want to win? But based off what I saw, what I could summarize is that we wanted to actually see how the team transition from attack, from defense to midfield to attack.
And you see some glimpses of brilliance.
Yeah, man. That's what I said. Deshaun, we don't know if you see Deshaun Beckford, bro. But yeah, tell you, we see some things. All right, look, a player that can collect a ball. You know, I saw Maggie do it already. You know, when a defender is in your back, and you have the composure to like pass it off as well. A player like that, I feel on my side.
Right. All right.
Because that means I can give you the ball in tight spaces and you can pass or evade pressure. You have the confidence to take on a man or evade pressure and release the ball. So a player like that, I was very much impressed with that aspect of his game.
What can we expect from the in the next match, in the match coming? What can we expect?
In the match coming up, what can we expect?
What should we look for?
What we should look for in the match coming up is, as we have seen lined out, is actually like more of this build up play, but more quality up top in terms of threading that final pass through to get the attacker scoring. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think if we could employ a low on one, that's Jamal low on one flank, Mikel Antonio up top, Bobby Reed and another. No, what the guy name? Your boy.
Which one?
Roof on one flank.
Oh, Roof.
Mikel Antonio up top. Jamalo on one flank. Something there. Anthony Gunn playing with Daniel Johnson and Ravel Morrison. So depending on how Speedy stays. If you have Speedy, you play Anthony Grant and Speedy, and Anthony Grant and Speedy, and play Ravel front of them. And then for the back line now, so we have Javian Brown who has to play. Depending on how fit Damien Lowe is, I don't sure mutate to play Damien Lowe. To play Taxi. And some man might sound surprised, but in actuality, I might start this back line
Which one? The same one here, sir?
Yeah, man.
It's not a bad backline.
This is the backline with Nila, no, brother. Remember that Taxi and King and them on the start come off, you know.
So I'm to more. You want to start more?
You know, the entire backline came off the field.
Almost.
Except the King. A King alone. Like. So, I mean, remember, we already know
Moore,
that...
You wouldn't fit Liam Moore in this.
No, sir. I don't know if I'm going to start more. Let me tell you what the issue is with Moore. Because of what I'm seeing transpiring at Moore's club.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because he told him that he wants to leave and the whole Alabaloo and he's not playing and
trouble in the camp.
Stripped from the captaincy. So I'm not even sure if I would want to play. So I mean, as I said, the back line, the middle of the park is where the trick lies. Though.
Yeah.
Because I'm for right now at this point in time I'm for picking Daniel Johnson, Speedy, and Ravel. However, the three of them can't play.
One of them must come on, or two.
So I think you rather you start Ravel, bench Dan DJ, start Ravel with Speedy on Grant.
I think I put on Ravel. May I put on Ravel in about 60 minutes. Make him come add some quality to the game.
Yeah, start DJ in the 10.
Yeah.
Because I don't play them in the 10.
Yeah, me don't know, but every time Ravel starts, see that, because see that spark there from him. When him come on now, when him start, use up, inject some, make some passes, spring him past them in the midfield, start seeing quality there. But for me, when him start, me don't see.
We already see 3 out of the back 4, you know. Brown, Low, and Lawrence are going to be in the back 4.
Yeah. So pin-up game gone then.
Can you say my back 3?
No more pin-up?
No. Yo, to be honest, remember, so we're just projecting, you know. You get me? We're just projecting. So it all depends on what the coach can extrapolate from this game itself.
Alvas, me talk about Alvas.
Oh?
Alvas.
How that Alvas game gone, brother?
Alvas, not Pinnock. Pinnock a 3 center back.
If you look on Javian Brown, brother, Alvas game gone, brother.
And Topi can play right there, so too.
Yeah, Alvas game gone, brother.
And
I must do the Malik
taxi.
You Malik can play over there too.
So problem. So I'm to Fisher.
Yeah, no, I think Fisher get far back in the spot.
Jaja.
The only thing does look bleak is this, bro. Until we see the squad,
yeah,
then we can really make a greater assessment. But more see that you in the squad though, that's the Sean Beckford.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I even say one team in the squad, but that's starting.
Over who?
We have no winger.
Which side? Right or
I start him with Flemo. I start him with. We don't even remember if we call Fleming.
I think they now got there, you know.
We start him
Bailey now got the boat, so yeah, we can put him on the right.
Start him with Jonah Fleming.
Right.
Start him with Jonah Fleming's brother. Fleming go forward. Start him with Jonah Fleming's.
Right.
Remember, you know, at this point in time, you know, depending on how the Mexico game go, we would have even carrying a couple more of the man. Because if we lose the Mexico game,
I hate that. This fat lady sing this. All right, brother.
Eddie Dunga says he got drive grey on bus.
See it, man. But we understand T got job settings. You know, but
the other man, he did have one brother and him now watch it match. Why make excuse when him now watch it match? Trying to tap by a coach. There are some of them on tap by a coach and now watch again.
Ray did watch a full match, but
no, the guy first when I criticize and him now watch a match.
Oh, T got Eddie.
Not Eddie. Eddie now watch a match too.
Eddie saying like off him TV. Tiga did their work. Ray watch the match, me watch part of the match. But so it go, brother.
Yeah, that guy in the brown shirt, man, Wendy. Is that guess or what?
Brown. You have Ray,
white
me,
shirt.
Eddie, Tigat, and Keems. They depend 5 away. So Ray
Keems watch the match?
Yeah, man, him watch a full match, him and Ray.
Oh.
Yeah, man. But thanks for joining us, CC.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Thanks for all your input and your insightful, analysis. Thanks to everyone who joined the live. We hope to see you guys again next week, Thursday. We'll be having another live next week, Thursday. So come join us again at that point. Yo.
Man, them say Eddie disappear like Arsenal Carabao Cup hopes. Arsenal is support to Ricky.
No, you dead side that. But anyways, we're going to move on. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you for joining the live, liking the live, and commenting. Big up everybody who was in the comments who gave their input and thing. And join us again next week, Thursday. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. And as always, be blessed, my people. Big up on yourself.
Oh.